Hey guys, I want to just jump on here and just talk about assignments and kind of what you guys probably learned about the news a few years ago called shadow flipping. So there was an article in the news a few years ago where a buyer made a lot of money from taking the contract that he had accepted from the seller and sold it to a buyer. They dubbed this in the news as shadow flipping, and it changed their contracts completely. Laws came down, made a bit of issues for first-time buyers, I think, personally. However, let's talk about how it affects you as a buyer in today's market. So assignment, shadow flipping, it's called assignment. So we have contracts, and our contracts now do not allow any type of assignment without the seller's consent. So that means if you are a person looking to shop and you have this contract and say you need to add a parent or a co-signer, and you go back to that seller actually doesn't need to allow you to do that. They can actually say, nope, I'm going with other buyer. Maybe they have a backup offer in place. Anyways, it can frustrate the contract. So you as a first-time buyer, just remember, assignment is used a lot of the time to add a co-signer, such as a parent for a first-time buyer, to a contract. It's also used, I see it a lot in my investors and clients where they're not too sure if they want to put it in the holding company, in the wife's name, the husband's name, whatnot. I always add an assignment clause for them because that comes down to taxes and finances for them. So if you are out shopping and you are a first-time buyer and you're not too sure, especially on pre-sales, when you do pre-sales and your contract is 2 years out, make sure you have the option of assignment in your contract. Super easy to do. It's a notice to the seller that's attached to your contract. There's a clause put in there. Your realtor can do it. It's so easy, but it will save you the heartache at closing if you need to add a co-signer, or say if you are an investor and you want to put it in your holding company, whatnot, that you don't have to worry about notifying that seller that you are going to do that. You are able to do that with the contract and be done at closing. Makes it super easy. Now, when you do pre-sales, obviously developers have their own contracts. It's a bit different. Read through the contract. They always have an assignment section. It will never allow it because that is government rules. That is a rule by the government. They have to have it in there. So make sure if you're looking in pre-sale that you might want to have that option, especially if you're thinking about closing in 2023. Who knows what's going to happen? Especially I worry about my first-time buyers. They haven't seen the market. It can dip, things can change. You might change jobs. All that can affect your lending. So make sure that you have the option to assign. Really just an option to add a co-signer to title. It'll make a world of difference at closing. It'll take stress off of you. And remember, an upswing, that seller might want to get out of the contract too. So protect yourself and just have an assignment clause allowing you to do that.